Mathematics 1, number set n equals to natural numbers 1, 2, 3, range not equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, natural number, and z equals to integer minus 1, 2, 3 to 0 and 1, 2, 3 to infinity and minus infinity. Okay, and q equals to rational numbers p upon q, and हम p upon q में लिख सकते हैं पी क्यू जेड के इक्वल्स हो एंड जी सी डी इक्वल्स टू 1, 2, 3 आर इक्वल्स टू क्यू मतलब इंटरनल नंबर्स एंड रियल नंबर्स स्टार्ट करें number set and set theory होती है cardinality, the count of items in infinite set. Example, cardinality of power of a set with n number of element is s to the power n. A equals to ABC. The power set of A is 5 s A, B, C and AB are 3G, but ABC is and subset equals to A belongs to B और proper subset subset का A subset of B proper subset A subset of B but A not equals to B. सबसेट का मतलब यानी कि इसके बराबर होगा इसके एलिमेंट आ रहे हैं जो इसमें प्रेजेंट होंगे एंड एम्प्टी सेट फॉर एवरी सेट A belongs to A and union A union B A union B and intersection A intersection this whole area and difference A minus B or A upon B difference में स्पेशल A minus B है तो only A वाला कॉर्ड काउंट हो B को काउंट नहीं हो and complement A was A complement equals to और A की पावर C या फिर A की पावर बार भी बोलते हैं उसमें A को छोड़ के बाकी पूरा एरिया कवर होगा U ये भी कौन की समरी है। अब आता है फंक्शन तो फंक्शन में ये आप होता है इसे फंक्शन कहते हैं और x को डोमेन कहते हैं एंड y जो होता है इसका कोडोमेन है। कॉम्प्लीमेंट हो गया डिफरेंस y हो गया and 1-to-1 function interject function one-to-one function ये होता है जैसे it's x1 not equals to x2 at fx is not equals to x2 x2 and one-to-one onto surjective functions like a y codomain of x there is a codomain of x such that fx is equal to y and bijective function is if function is one-to-one and also it is called bijective function. Prime number theory is pi x equals to number of primes. It is less than or equals to x. For larger x, phi equals to x at x upon I upon x. And section formula. The section formula. The section formula is APB. X1 equals to x1 is m, and x equals to x comma y, and x2 comma y2 is p. That is x comma y comma equals to mx square mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n upon m by 2 plus ny1. That is section formula. Area of triangle equals to A, triangle ABC. That is matrix adjoint of A upon 2. A equals to x y and B x2 comma y2 and C equals to x3 comma y3. And slope relation, which is L line on M slope non-vertical limestone and M tan theta, and line 2 equals to M2 slope non-vertical line. So slope and theta is inclination. L1 and L2 are parallel if and if only if M equals to M2. L1 and L2 are perpendicular if and only if M1 and M2 is minus 1. L1 and L2 are intersecting, making angles like this, L1 and L2, and this is making angle theta and this theta, R1 and this theta. Okay. Theta equals to alpha 2 minus alpha 1 dot phi equals to 180 degree minus theta, and tan theta equals to m2 minus m1 m1 plus m2 m1. Tan theta equals to minus tan theta. Equation of lines. General equations: ax plus by plus c equals to 0. A and b not equals to 0. Simultaneously, horizontal line y equals to a and vertical line x equals to a. Point slope from y equals to m x minus x naught plus y naught. And 2 point from y minus y1 upon x minus x1 equals to x2 minus y2 x upon x minus x1. The slope intercept from y equal to mc mx plus c. This is y intercept, and y equals to m bracket x by 3 x intercept, and intercept from x upon a plus y upon b equals to 1. Y equals to x minus intercept, b equals to y minus intercept. Distance of point from line. So distance of formula is distance equals to 1 upon ax 1ax plus by plus v1 plus v1 upon square root of a square plus b square, where ax plus by plus c equals to 0 is line and x1 y1 is point. Distance between two parallel lines of distance of formula 1 c1 equal to 2 c2 1 square root of a square plus b square, where a is line 1 and ax plus y is c2 equals to line 2. Okay, straight line fit. An observation in form of x1, x and y, where I equals to x1 and that must fitted line plus c equals to error. There is some error. Y must show as what is and quadratic function general form ax square plus bx plus c equals to a is not equals to 0. Okay. The log of x is ax square plus bx equals to c. 2ax equals ax plus b and axis of symmetry equals to x square minus b upon 2a and intercept form fx equals to ax minus b x minus q, where p and q are under x interact. So on and of quadratic function x equals to minus 1 plus b square minus 4ac upon 2a, where b root b square minus 4ac equals to d called discriminant and d0 equals to real roots and d is greater than 0 distinct real roots and d is less than 0 this is distinct imaginary roots. Okay. Parabola and vertex. Parabola vertex form y equals to ax minus n square plus k, where h, y is vertex polynomial function definition and algebraic expression in which only arithmetic is plus addition minus subtraction and to multiplication is natural exponential exponent of variables. Then monomial is also polynomial. Example 4x square y 30 y 4 etc. One variable polynomial is u bar n and on n equals to ax. This is exponential and exponent have one variable coefficient degree of polynomial. 3 degree a 3 and 4, this power is 4 and 2 and plus 2 1, then this is no power, so this is 1, this is 1, so this is 0. degree of polynomial max 3, 4, 1 here. So maximum इसकी हो जाती है 4. For polynomial 0 degree is not defined. If degree bx equals to n and degree qx is then dx bx is q max mn. What is degree and m plus n? Division of polynomial. Px no where is or is and remainder. So remainder is a divisor and this is quotient. Multiplication on two polynomial, always polynomial. Division of two polynomials, n or n cannot be polynomial. Multiplication is always polynomial and division can be or cannot be polynomial. Graphs of polynomials smooth and continuous. Let's fx equals to ax first. Factorized. So this is like whole formulas and all revision, and this help to make our basics understanding and how to tackle it, and you need to more practice. You can practice questions. This is our revision for full revision of how to understand and vertical line test 1-to-1 test and horizontal line test. Vertical line test में 1 to many. This is not a function and 1-to-1 is a function. Okay. Horizontal line test inversible. This is not a function. Non-inversible. Many to 1. 1-to-1 is inversible function. And 1-to-1 function, it is function passes both horizontal और vertical line. मैंने सब कुछ पढ़ा दिया पहले ही और ये इसकी समरी पहले से पढ़ी हुई है चैनल पे, जाकर वो देख लेना. बाकी इनवर्स फंक्शन भी पढ़ा चुका हूँ, ये भी पढ़ा चुका हूँ. इनवर्सिबल लॉगरिथम फंक्शन इन सबकी डिटेल्स वीडियो वो पड़ी हुई है चैनल पे पहले से ही. मैथ 1 जो वीक 1-to-4 था 1-to-8 में डालती थी. ग्राफ और वॉक पे यहाँ पे आने वाले थे. ओके. ग्राफ कलेक्शन ऑफ टू सेट्स इक्वल टू वॉक ग्राफ पाथ इनवर्शन साइकिल एंड ट्री. ये मिनिमली कनेक्टेड साइक्लिक graph tree on an vertical has exactly and shown as adding an edge to a tree creates cycle. Every pair of verticals connected by unique path. Minimum spanning tree MST is for weighted connected and undirected graph is every weight equals to weight pin algorithm algorithm and cascade animation bridge algorithm 3 to 80 x0 start with 0 weight. These are and weighted shortest path or weighted shortest path length of the path is sum of all weights or number of edges. DFS gives a shortest path in terms of number of cost as which need to be weighted shortest path. Weighted shortest path is single source, all pairs. Diggestra algorithm non-negative in gas blood water algorithm was the negative as for the waiting cyclic negotiation. Whatever Diggestra method, where is this method? Bellman-Ford algorithm stabilize after N-1 nitration and so Bellman-Ford situation there is minimum coloring vertex cover and this is independent set matching and adjacency matrix connect a graph for every vertex with a regional and breathe first search and depth first search ATFSI strongly connected components cut vertex like directly graph can be reversed SSC. There is vertex strongly connected I. There is path from J. Cut vertex in directed vertex extend tools removal graph and bridge cut vertex and directed at the cyclic graph G. The graph without cycle and also directed topology sorting longest path and it is natural way to represent independent topological sorting. तो गाइस लेक्चर अच्छा लग रहा हो तो उसे सब्सक्राइब कर लेना एंड लाइक कर देना कमेंट कर देना और क्या क्या और भी वीडियो बनाने हैं बाकी मैं क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस के लिए और भी बता सकता हूँ कौन से क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस करने काफ़ी सारे वो जो इसके प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन और PYP एंड PYQs मिलेंगे और तुम सारे ये लिंक मैं डाल दूँगा और भी कोई डाउट बचे तो पूछ लेना कमेंट कर लेना कमेंट में रिप्लाई करने की कोशिश करता रहूँगा जैसे सीक्वेंस सारे कैसे नोट्स बनाना चाहो तो नहीं तो से रट लेना एक बारी बाकी जिसने पढ़ा हुआ उसे कोई दिक्कत नहीं आएगी और जिसने नहीं पढ़ा है तो यहाँ से एक बार रिपीट करके बाकी उसे इतना है कि बेसिक बेसिक पास हो जाएगा टोपोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर एंड ट्रांजिटिव क्लोजर मैट्रिक्स मल्टीप्लिकेशन M/N बाकी सारा 10th 12th में बाकी पढ़ाई है जे मीन्स जितना गया वो जे मीन्स वालों को पता है ओके तो इसमें सब कुछ खास है नहीं ये बेसिकली जो भी है कैलकुलेटिव मैथ है कैलकुलस वो यकीन है सारे बंदे कर ही लेंगे इसे ओके चैनल को लाइक कर देना सब्सक्राइब कर देना इससे बाकी आने वाले टाइम में और वीडियो बना दूँ